Hi, everyone. This is Caroline Speaks, the State of Our World, on Wednesday, July 6th, 2022. So, what is it? Good, bad, or indifferent? All three. All right, what's some of the major headlines? Highland Park suspect was in online communities where people are programming themselves to kill. So, people knew what he was doing. No one turned him in. Also, children of the KKK, white supremacist Patriot Front marches through Boston and attacks a black artist. That's great. Children of the KKK, their parents learned their lessons well, passing on the hate to their children. Okay, now, it's very unfortunate that this is happening. Okay, now, also, Um, judicial coups. Supreme Court gerrymandering case may let GOP state legislatures control federal elections. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, that's disgusting. But start out in North Carolina, where says started this whole thing. They want well, they want to gerrymander their districts. A case of Moore versus Harper. Um, They want North Carolina wants to reinstate gerrymandered congressional maps. That maps were struck down by North Carolina's highest court. That's great. All right, that's wonderful. All right, what else is happening? Death toll in Highland Park July 4th parade massacre rises to 7. Kamala Harris calls for renewal of assault weapons ban. Good, I agree with that. Mississippi and Florida abortion bans okayed by the state courts. That's great. And I hope any female legislators, uh, officials that voted for an abortion ban, I hope they have a problem in the future with their reproductive rights. Okay. Georgia grand jury subpoenas 7 Trump allies, including Giuliani, Senator Graham, and Eastman. Good. Ukraine urges 350,000 to flee Donetsk as Russia intensifies attacks. The poor people. How can we hold Russia accountable? In a report, Russian military deploys heavy artillery batteries at Ukrainian nuclear plant. That's great. Russia wants to create a nuclear. It's a disaster. Okay. 2 United Kingdom cabinet ministers resign in latest blow to Boris Johnson because he um, accused him um, of promoting a member of the Conservative Party who's accused of groping 2 men, and he didn't want to hold them accountable. That's Johnson's another idiot. Okay. And schools remains closed in Sri Lanka. Schools remain closed in Sri Lanka amid devastating economic and energy crisis. They need help. Have to help Sri Lanka, which is the former Ceylon. Also, Israeli forces kill Palestinian man near Jenin amid raids across the West Bank. The Israeli military conducted large-scale raids across the occupied West Bank today, detaining at least 42 Palestinians. Israeli forces shot dead a 20-year-old man named Rafik Riyad Ghanin during a raid on the village of Jabba near Jenin. This comes just 3 days after Israeli forces shot dead 18-year-old Palestinian Kamel Alawi in the same village. So why is it that Israel gets away with? We give them all this money. We give them the killing machines. We shouldn't be giving them all these money and all these weapons. Police in Europe arrest 130 on charges of human smuggling. That's good. Okay. And raids were conducted in Germany, France, and Belgium, and the Netherlands, and the UK, smuggling people across the English Channel. Okay. So So what are you going to do with the people? They're here seeking asylum. Turkey intensifies crackdown on LGBTQ plus pride marches. That's great. Turkey's got a good leader. Turkey police fire tear gas and pepper spray at an LGBTQ plus pride march in Ankara. At least 36 people were arrested. Turkish authorities broke up a larger pride march, detaining more than 50 people. Turkey, hope they get a new leader, a good leader. 4 cabinet ministers resign Ecuador following indigenous-led protests. Good. Hope the people get a good government that looks after them. Okay. All right. Now, that's in Ecuador. Justice Department reaches settlement with men detained after 9/11. After 9/11, men with Muslim, Arab, and South Asian men were rounded up for 7/11 attacks and held in federal custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York. And they're now that a number of the men were physically and verbally abused. The agreement settles a lawsuit brought by the Center for Constitutional Rights. So, 6 Muslims can get $98,000. Wow, that's not very much. And judge tosses a Trump-era changes to Endangered Species Act. Thank you. The Endangered Species Act is back in power. Gotta get rid of Trump and his people. Alright, 6 killed in Highland Park, Illinois, as gunman opens fire on 4th of July parade. Protests erupt, and video shows Akron, Ohio police chief shoot Jalen Walker over 60 times. That's great. Police power. And FDA wants reformulated vaccines to combat new coronavirus lineages. And who's going to pay for that? Okay. I don't know. These companies get so much money. Texas Supreme Court allows century-old abortion law to take effect. That's great. The state Supreme Court. All right. Going in the wrong direction here. All right. Now that's a lot of news, a lot of things happening.